Hi everybody, and welcome back to the stream. My name's CaptDaf. This is part 2 of this week's Changeling the Streaming Recapped stream that I'm doing live in my house. Not a studio, it's a house. It's cold. It's taken a turn for the coldness as it is nearly 3:30 in the afternoon. And it's Melbourne, and it's autumn, and it's cold, and I probably could have put a jacket on, but the coldness has just overcome me very recently. You probably can't see. Oh no, you sort of can. That's how cold it is. I'm covered in goosebumps and hairs sticking up on my arm. Anyway, I've made a couple of small changes. I fixed the music. And so the music sounds like, let's see, if I go to okay, that looks fine. Okay, so I've fixed the music. The music looks like this now. There's an extra drum beat in here, and I've cut out those 4 bars of just the music intro. So there's still the 4 bars of just the bass snare intro. And if I need that to be 2 bars, I can just start here. And also, it's on the beat now instead of dump 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 dump. It's dump 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 dump, because that is absolutely how it goes. And I was a fool for thinking otherwise. So this is what it sounds like, and you really should, if you know this, if you've ever heard this song, I'm really hoping that you'll be able to pick what this song is. Otherwise, sorry, let me turn the gain back up. It won't be as loud. Soul Search, welcome back to the stream. I've fixed the music, so it should sound like this. Let me know if you've heard this song before. This is, yeah, I'm a lot happier with this music than I was with the other version. The other version was fine, but this is much better. I took that back to a quaver and a crotchet rather than the 2 dotted quavers. Just cut the drums out at those 2 bars. And it just sort of stops at the end because that's where I want it to stop. I'm much happier with this. So I'm going to dial that back down to -15. I'm going to get rid of that version, and that's the new music. Well, that's the music as it is now. This is version 2. Much happier with this version. It's fine, Soulsearch. I'm certain that somebody will point it out. I am dead sure that Kate will be able to pick this music almost immediately. I'm pretty sure Kate knows exactly what this is. I'm fairly certain that the rest of them will probably know what it is. But I imagine if I had to put money on which out of the 4 of them would be able to guess this first, I would be putting all of my money on Kate. Okay, let's It's okay, Soul Search. Not everybody knows every song. I'm not disappointed, and I'm not even angry. I need to start doing the recording bit though. I just want to sort of let me take this back to the beginning and see how much. See, I'm not going to record yet. I just want to read the script while playing the music and find out how much there is, because this is only 1:15 now, and so also you would be surprised at the amount of people who know this song and don't know what it's called. Just as sort of a hint. I mean, they can uniquely identify the song, but they don't know what the title is, or they think the title is something else. It's only 1:15, and I'm sure I was longer than that, but maybe I took out enough. Maybe I skipped some bits. Maybe I need to put those 4 bars back in, which I can do. I still have MuseScore here. So I just want to read through and see how this goes. All right. Last time on Changeling. It's Beltane. Incisor is eager for the fuckpocalypse to begin. Braum suggests Scythe make herself scarce. Sophia has planned a party, hired a band, and invited everyone she knows except Talus and Kenwyn. Patches has set up a maypole, a stage, and several smut huts which creak suggestively. Braum asks Kyoko on a date. Haley arrives with Charles. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Everyone plants the flowers they were asked to bring in the garden. Patches checks on Zista, who's still grieving over Talus but promises to try. A strange she arrives, Aria, a friend of Zista's. She seems dazed and confused. Zista quickly drags her off, then dumps her on Porrick. A Slua, Edwina, and an eye-bound Puka who Patches knows as Bea arrive next. Bea's a namer and can see many things even without looking. After the maypole dance, Sophia toasts the season over dinner. She sends the guests on a scavenger hunt for bonfire logs. Charles dives right in. Zeron is smitten by Kaylee. Braum encourages love. Charles takes charge and leads Sophia towards the huts. Duke Granville slides into the party and Patches. Sorry, that was the end of that sentence. Incisor finally appears in a dress, just in time to see Charles with Sophia. Can Sophia survive Beltane? Is Braum too tied up to look for P. Diamond? And can Sir Zeron find Tu Wuv? Find out on Changeling now. So, yes, indeed, I don't know what happened last time, but it was absolutely shorter than that, or I screwed up with the time of the track. So this is now way too short. So I can put those 4 bars back in. That's not a problem. Although I did delete them. I can see. If I go back in the MuseScore, I can just right there in a minute. There we go. Now the 4 bars aren't meant to be there. But I mean, maybe I could be faster. Maybe that would be better. I could be faster. I could cut stuff out. It's only meant to be 60 seconds. This should be enough time. I can cut the line about Incisor finally appearing in a dress. I've already referenced that in the 3 questions. Can Sophia survive? Can Sophia survive Beltane? What else can I I can speed this up. Do I need to everyone plants the flowers? Everyone I could just make that everyone plants flowers in the garden. Absolutely. That makes that shorter. And I need to reference to myself that she's Arcadian. I really need to I can do that way. I don't really need to pause for Edwina's name. A slewer and an eye-bound puka. A slewer and an eye-bound puka who patches nose as Bayer. Thank you, Soul Search. I do appreciate it. That makes this the last line of the recap, which I'm actually quite okay with. Duke Granville slides into the party and patches. Sorry, that was the end of that sentence. This is apple juice, not wine. It looks a little bit like wine. See if you can. It looks a little bit like white wine, but it's apple juice. All right. So. Oh, that's what's giving me the chills, because it's come straight out of the fridge. Right, okay. That's why I'm getting cold, because I'm drinking very cold liquid. Okay. Try this again. Last time on Changeling. It's Beltane. Its eyes are eager for the apocalypse to begin. Rom suggests Scythe make herself scarce. Sophia has planned a party, hired a band, and invited everyone she knows except Talus and Kenwyn. Patches has set up a maypole, a stage, and several smut huts which creak suggestively. Rom asks Kyoko on a date. Haley arrives with Charles. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Everyone plants flowers in the garden. Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over Talus, but promises to try. A strange she arrives. Seems dazed and confused. No, stop. A strange she arrives. A strange she arrives. I'm gonna change that from arrives to enters because I'm using arrives. A strange she enters. Arya seems dazed and confused. You know what? Do I need to mention her name either? And I can change this to she's a namer now that I'm not referencing the slewer by name. A slewer and an eye-bound puka who Patches knows as Baya arrive next. She's a namer and can see many things even without looking. Rom suggests Scythe make herself or makes herself. Should make yourself scarce. She makes herself. Rom suggests she make herself scarce. Rom suggests Rom suggests Scythe make herself scarce. Rom suggests Scythe, not Scythe, Scythe. Rom suggests Scythe make herself scarce. Okay. That's okay. It's a bit of a tongue twister. But we'll see how it turns out. A strange she enters. Arya seems dazed and confused. Sister quickly drags her off, then dumps her on Porrick. Okay. Restarting. Last time on Changeling. It's Beltane, and Incisor is eager for the fuckpocalypse to begin. Braum suggests Scythe make herself scarce. Sophia has planned a party, hired a band, and invited everyone she knows except Talus and Kenwyn. Patches has set up a maypole, a stage, and several smut huts which creak suggestively. Braum asks Kyoko on a date. Kaylee arrives with Charles. Oric, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Everyone plants flowers in the garden. Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over Talus but promises to try. A strange she enters. Arya seems dazed and confused. Zista quickly drags her off, then dumps her on Porrick. A slewer and an eye-bound Puka, who Patches knows as Bayer, arrive next. She's a namer and can see many things even without looking. After the maypole dance, Sophia toasts the season over dinner. She sends the guests on a scavenger hunt for bonfire logs. Charles dives right in. Zeron is smitten by Kaylee. Braum encourages love. Charles takes charge and leads Sophia toward the huts. Duke Granville slides into the party and Patches... Sorry, that was the end of that sentence. Can Sophia survive Beltane? Is Braum too tied up to look for P. Diamond? And can Zeron find true love? Find out on Changeling. Now. Excellent! Okay, it's going to be a rush, but I think it will be okay. And if I need to, I can stretch out the music a little bit in post. Okay. Mute. Recording 30 seconds of nothing. There was actually a plane overhead and some traffic and some birds tweeting. Never nothing. Never, ever, ever. Okay. Goes up there, that mutes. Save project as... yes. ReCapt number 29. You're not seeing any of this on the screen. Okay. I need to move the text in front of myself. And I'm going to align this track over here. I've got some sort of indication of when I can start. Last time on Changeling. Last time on Changeling. It's Beltane, and Incisor is eager for the fuckpocalypse to begin. Braum suggests Scythe make herself scarce. Sophia has planned a party, hired a band, and invited everyone she knows except Talus and Kenwyn. Patches has set up a maypole, a stage, and several smut huts which creak suggestively. Braum asks Kyoko on a date. Kaylee arrives with Charles. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Everyone plants flowers in the garden. Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over Talus, but promises to try. A strange she appears. Arya seems dazed and confused. Zista quickly drags her off, then dumps her on Porrick. A slewer and an eye-bound Puka, who Patches knows as Bayer, arrive next. She's a namer and can see many things even without looking. After the maypole dance, Sophia toasts the season over dinner. She sends the guests on a scavenger hunt for bonfire logs. Charles dives right in. Zeron is smitten by Kaylee. Braum encourages love. Charles takes charge and leads Sophia towards the huts. Duke Granville slides into the party and patches. Sorry, that was the end of that sentence. Can Sapphira survive Beltane? Is Braum too tied up to look for P Diamond? And can Sir Zeron find Twu Wuv? Find out on Changeling. Now. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so this is the master track. Master, select, copy, tracks, add new, stereo track, start, paste. Mute. Unmute. Select the noise track, go up to effects, down to noise reduction and get the noise profile. Mute this, select the copy track, and then go back up to effects, noise reduction, and then apply the noise reduction to the track. And then this is ReCapt-29. Alright, I'm going to need my headphones now. Alright, and I'm going to need to close, okay, save the project. I'm going to need to close Audacity and then reopen it for it to recognize the fact that I have headphones plugged in, because that's how it works sometimes. Okay, and then recent files 29. Yep, still coming out of my speakers. There we go. Okay, now okay, my headphones are in OBS. And so is my cursor.
Last time on Changeling.
Okay, good, it's still coming through.
Last time on Changeling.
Yeah.
Last time on Changeling.
Okay.
Last time on Changeling.
There's a blut in the middle of that.
Last time on Changeling.
The blut at the end of this is at the end, and I can pretty much remove that, but
Last time on Changeling. Last time on Changeling.
I like the tone of that better. I'll see if I can find the blut in the middle.
Last time on Changeling.
Okay, so it's here somewhere.
Time on.
Okay. Might be a bit tough to find.
Time on. 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 Time on.
Oh.
Time on. Time on.
Alright, well, there, definitely.
Time on.
End of the thing.
Time on. Time on. Time on.
That not there. See this?
Time on. Time on.
It's just there. Just Probably these two little dots here.
Time on. Time on. Time on.
Yep.
Time on.
So if I cut out just this bit, is that going to be enough? Because that was the bit making the noise. So sometimes that won't always work, and quite usually it won't always work. I've spoken before about the need to delete from the start of one wave to the start of the next wave, and I'm usually not kidding around. You can almost always hear it when you delete from the middle of a wave. Okay, and then from here to here, and then to here. There's something there. It might just be the echo of the. Yeah, it's definitely still clicking here, but I don't think it was part of what I deleted. I think it was a. Yeah, okay, clicking there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's clicking there still. Sort of. Doesn't seem to be there. I mean, it doesn't really seem to be clicking in here, but. Alright, well, there's definitely a click in that. Bring it forward one. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna remove that. What's it sound like?
Last time on Changeling.
There's still a little click in there.
Last time on Changeling.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete because I lost my position. Delete the undo the last delete I did, and then re-delete it. No worries, soul search. Yep, still clicking. Well, it doesn't sound like it's clicking now. So if I delete this bit. It's almost impossible to tell from playing just one wave if it's clicking or not. Often it will sound like it's clicking even when it isn't, just because that's just what that wave sounds like. But when you play it through, it's fine.
Last time on Changeling.
Still just barely there.
Last time on
Might see if that's the same spot or somewhere else.
Time on
Well, I'm in the middle of a wave, so that's not going to help.
I'm on.
Definitely here.
I'm on.
Still here.
I'm on.
Still here. Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm on. 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 I'm on.
Hmm. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Um,
I'm on. I'm on.
it's definitely clicking here, and it's not clicking here.
I'm on. I'm on. I'm on. I'm on. I'm on.
But I can't tell if it's... I'm not sure how well you can see it on the stream, but there is this bit here, and then a gap, and then this starts the next wave. Now, normally this is the start of the wave, and this is all just part of it, and this is the first down. But it might be this. I can't tell if it's... I can't tell if here...
I'm on. I'm on. I'm on. I'm on. I'm on. I'm on.
Hard to tell. So how I'd have to do that is by going back the other way and trying to figure out, is it still clicking here? And I need to wait for this train to go past first. Okay, so that's not clicking, as far as I can tell. Mind you, I thought it wasn't clicking earlier, and I was wrong. Right, if I bring it back to here though, is it clicking? No, it's not. Okay, so if I bring it back to here, is it clicking? Yes? There's definitely something there. Um, I wouldn't worry too much about that soul search. I'm sure that they'll just be glad to see you back. That's I'd hope that that's what they'd come back with. Okay, it's definitely in here somewhere. No, wrong modifier. Okay. Okay, so it might be. Sort of hard to pin down. I'm fighting real hard for this take. I suppose you could call this a... No, don't call it a hot. Definitely something there. If I come back this way though... Okay, I'm not hearing anything here. Or am I? Oh, I think it's here. I'm going to delete this wave and see how it goes. Alright.
Last time on Changeling.
There we go. That'll do. Alright. So I'm going to get... Hang on. What's this silence like? No? Chewing through it? Well, not chewing, but you know what I mean. There's a nice bit of silence here. Up to here. That's 1.8 seconds of silence. That's more than enough. Okay. Bring that up to here.
Last time on Changeling.
Okay, and then from here. Okay, I generally like to keep 1 second. So 0.1. Okay. Yeah, everything in front of that delete. Okay, so it starts at 1 second.
Last time on Changeling. It's Beltane, and Incisor is eager for the fuckpocalypse to begin. Braum suggests Scythe make herself scarce. Sophia has planned a party, hired a band, and invited everyone she knows except Talus and Kenwyn. Patches has set up a maypole, a stage, and several smut huts which creak suggestively. Braum asks Kyoko on a date. Kaylee arrives with Charles. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Everyone plants flowers in the garden. Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over Talus, but promises to try.
Okay, there's a thing in here.
But promises to try.
A lot cleaner than previous recaps. So much cleaner. So many less ticks and clicks and pops and just annoying bullshit that I have to clean out. So much cleaner.
But promises to
It's in here somewhere. There's not a lot of places for it to be in here. Thank you, Soul Search. Oh gee, I wonder where it is. It's this thing here. It's this bit here. No. Gonna even a little bit more. Okay. And what's this? This is 1 millisecond. Now, for those of you who don't use the metric system, a millisecond is 1/1000th of a second, not a millionth of a second. It's 1/1000th of a second. I don't know what you call that in Imperial. All right, it's still there. So I'm just going to delete from here to here. So that's 0.01 seconds, which is pretty much one wave.
to try.
Okay, that's fine.
Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over Talus, but promises to try. A strange she appears. Arya seems dazed and confused. Sister quickly drags her off, then dumps her on Porrick. A slewer and an eye-bound Puka, who Patches knows as Bea, arrive. Sister quickly drags her off, then dumps.
Thought I heard something. Good job, Soul Search. I'm glad you knew what a millisecond was. I was being facetious.
Sister quickly drags her off, then dumps her on Porrick. A slewer and an eye-bound puka, who Patches knows as Bea, arrive next. She's a namer and can see many things even without looking. After the maypole dance, Sophia toasts the season over dinner. She sends the guests on a scavenger hunt for bonfire logs. Charles dives right in. Zeron is smitten by Kaylee. Braum encourages love. Charles takes charge. Zeron is smitten by Kaylee. Braum encourages love. Charles takes charge and leads Sophia towards the huts. Duke Granville slides into the party and Patches... Sorry, that was the end of that sentence.
Oh, I'm happy with that read of it too.
Duke Granville slides into the party and Patches... Sorry, that was the end of that sentence.
All right, I'm going to, this section here is very flary, if you can see on the screen. So I'm going to just soften this a little bit. Down to about here. Here. All right. So I'm going to use the amplify effect to amplify this by -2 decibels, and it will shrink down about that much. Not a lot, just a little.
Duke Granville slides into the party and Patches... Sorry, that was the end of that sentence. Duke Granville slides into the party and Patches... Duke Granville slides into the party and Patches...
Now, I'd like to get rid of that, whatever that is. It's 1/10 of a second. Let me just delete it and see how it sounds. I've got to wait for this train to go past. I was happy with the tone of that read. That I definitely wasn't, when I was reading through for timing one of the times. I ended the sentence with on Patches instead of, and Patches goes to do something else. And this time I got it right.
Duke Granville slides into the party and Patches... Sorry, that was the end.
No, there's something, there's a blurt there now.
Patches... Sorry.
You can hear it.
Patches...
You can hear it where I've made that cut. Okay, so how can I fix that? Is it because...
Patches... 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 Patches...
Because it's I've started to breathe in. There's a really long tail. Let me try deleting that much and see how that reads. Or sounds.
Patches... Sorry, that was the end of that sentence. Duke Granville slides into the party and Patches... Sorry, that was the end of that sentence.
Okay, I want a little more space there. I want a little more time. It's funny and I like it, but there needs to be a little bit more of a gap so people understand what's going on. So I'm just going to copy that and paste it into the middle. What's that? A blit of a second? I can hear something in there where I've done the paste. Let me try and find some dead air. That's not it. delete that. There we go. Okay, now is that too much dead air? Maybe a little. Paste that into the middle and we'll see how it sounds.
Duke Granville slides into the party and patches. Sorry, that was the end of that sentence.
That's fine. Okay, that could be how much of a gap is that? That is 2.8. All right, I'm going to take out. I'm going to take out 0.8. I'm going to make it 2.2 seconds. I'm going to take out 0.84. Okay.
Duke Granville slides into the party and patches. Sorry, that was the end of that sentence.
Okay. I really hope that everyone gets it. I'm sure that they will. There's a.
Can Sophiza survive Beltane?
Alright, so I can delete all of that up to here.
Is Braum too tied up to look for P Diamond? Is Braum too tied up to look for P Diamond? And to look for P Diamond?
Ooh, there's a thing in the middle of diamond.
P Diamond?
Very annoying. Let me save.
Diamond?
This is gonna be tricky. It's pretty soft.
Diamond?
Alright, well, it's still here. Well, we have a winner.
To look for P Diamond? And can Cesaron find Twu Wov? Find out on Changeling.
Oh no, there's one in Changeling. Of course there was. Save.
Find out on Changeling.
Alright. At the start of here. Twu Wov. Princess Bride references always get a reaction.
Alright,
it's still there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, not there anymore. Okay, so is it this one? Doesn't sound like it. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Soul Search, I'm sure you've seen The Princess Bride. If you haven't seen The Princess Bride, I'm sure you should see The Princess Bride. Alright, I'm gonna take this from the other direction. Ooh. Ah, okay. It's this one. Sometimes hard to tell if it's the very first one. For the first time.
Find out on Changeling now.
Alright. Okay, save. Alright, that's a minute 30, but there's lots of room. You should definitely watch it. It's a great movie. There's lots of things to take out. Okay, the music wants to start around about here. I'm going to unmute the music for a little bit.
Last time on Changeling. It's Beltane, and Incisor is eager for the fuckpocalypse to begin. Braum suggests Scythe make herself scarce. Sophia has planned a party, hired a band, and invited everyone she knows except Talus and Kenwyn. Patches has set up a maypole, a stage, and several smut huts which creak suggestively. Braum asks Kyoko on a date.
Okay. Mute that. Good job, Soul Search. Okay, how much to... No, wrong button. Okay, so this wants to be about here. So I need to trim 11.5 seconds. That's not going to be too much of a problem. There's... One second here. Alright, I'll do a conservative trim. Let's see, this is nearly 1 second. Where's my script?
It's Beltane, and Incisor is eager for the fuckpocalypse to begin. It's Beltane.
Oh, can I get rid of that breath in? I mean, obviously I can. Sort of a rhetorical question.
It's Beltane, and Incisor is eager for the fuckpocalypse to begin.
Fuckpocalypse! Alright, so now it's 0.7, that's fine. 0.6, I probably want that to be more like 0.4 tops. Okay. Point 0.34. I'll just take out all the breaths and see how it goes.
To begin, Braum suggests Scythe make herself scarce. Sophia
one of the many benefits of being a subscriber to my channel, Soul Search. Slightly easier to win heists. 5% easier. It's a 65% chance to win instead of a 60% chance for being a regular attendee.
Sophia has planned a party, hired a band, and invited everyone she knows except Tallis and Kenwyn.
Very matter of fact is what I wanted to go for there.
Kenwyn.
Okay, that is 0.45. That's probably enough.
And Kenwyn. Patches are set up a maypole, a stage, and several smut huts which creak suggestively.
You can see here how this there's a flat top here. Rather than following the curve, this has peaked. Oh, sorry, not what I wanted to do.
Patches are set up a maypole. Patches are set up a maypole.
All right, so I might. I will. What I'm gonna do here is the same thing I did earlier. I'm just gonna de-amplify this. You can see here the very flat peaks here in these waves, rather than this where it's pointed and then comes back down again. Where it flattens out here, it's peaked and it's topped, which is not good. I'm just going to come along to here, and I think the amplification was the last thing that I did. If I go to the effects menu, it says you can repeat the last action. So it's not showing up on the screen, of course, because capture. But you can just repeat the last action, or you can Control R, or you can go back in. So it was -2 decibels. That's what I want to do here, and it just dips down a little.
Patches are set up a maypole, a stage.
So it won't change the gradient of that curve. They're still flat tops. That's weird. What happened to my bot's text color in chat? Went black instead of green and lowercase instead of capitals. It's fine, probably.
Patches are set up a maypole, a stage, and several smut huts which creak suggestively.
Okay, let me
Brawl masks. Brawl masks.
Alright. And off there.
Brawl masks Kyoko on a date.
Alright, and here is 700. And then cut out all of this.
Kaylee arrives with Charles, Porrick, Marnie, and
Now, this could be a little shorter. This is 300. This could be 200. Just be a little faster.
Kaylee arrives with Charles, Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here.
Did I miss a word?
Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here.
Either I missed a word or there was a hiccup in the recording, because it clicks and it jumps from Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron. Click also here. It sounds like Sounds like I've missed a word, but there's a click right after the word that I've missed. So it sounds like it didn't record it.
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here. Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here. Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
There's definitely a click there. Now, it's possible I said Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here, rather than Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here, because that's something I'd do. Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here. So the Zeron are also, Zeron are also, Zeron are also.
Zeron are also here. Zeron are also here.
But it sounds like I'm saying Zeron also.
Zeron are also here. Zeron are also here.
It's hard to tell what I've done here, but I definitely need to take out this blip. Where's the blip?
Zeron. 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 Zeron.
Alright, so I'm going to remove this one here.
Marnie and Zeron are also here. Marnie and Zeron are also here.
Yep, it just says Marnie and Zeron also here. There's no You know what? I'm pretty sure that everyone will get the idea. But I really want to... Okay, where, No, you don't want the regular attendee. That regular attendee, 60%. Subscribers, 65%. That's what you're writing on right now. Where can I...
Marnie and Zeron are also here. Everyone plants flowers in the garden. Marnie and...
Okay, I'm at 25,109. 25,109. 25,109. Style search, good job. Well done.
Zeron are also here. Everyone plants flowers in the garden. Flowers. 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 Flowers.
Oh, there we go. That might be what I'm looking for.
Brawl masks cure. Bromas, 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 Bromas.
Alright, I found where I've said "are" as part of ask, but the way we pronounce "are" and "ask" is the same. We don't say "ask." So I can take the "are" from ask and put it into "are" also here. It's a bit higher pitch. But maybe I can fiddle with that. Okay, so copy. Okay, I want to go to 25109. Oh, hang on. 25109. Okay.
Also here. Also here.
No, wrong button. Okay. Ask. Now I've pasted in a lot. I'm just going to see what it sounds like.
Marnie and Zeron are also. Marnie and Zeron are also.
Yeah, okay. So it doesn't gel well. I'm gonna undo it and then I'm gonna paste it again. Now how much of this is nothing? Alright, so I'm gonna paste over this bit. And this is why save. This is why I'm glad there's an undo function. Because there is an undo function. Okay, I'm gonna paste here. And then I'm gonna see what this sounds like. Actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to drop the pitch. How about I drop it 5 semitones? All right. Oh, there's a giant gap there now.
Marnie and Zeron are also here. Marnie and Zeron are also here.
Alright, I might be able to pick that up in post. Maybe. Let me try 1 semitone.
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
Okay.
Zeron are also here.
Okay. That's okay. So I just need to yeah.
Marnie and Zeron are also here.
No. No. Just no.
Marnie and Zeron are also here. Marnie and Zeron are also here.
I might need to re-record it. I should probably just re-record it.
Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here.
I should probably just re-record it.
Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here.
Now, that was probably faster than all of the faffing around I did earlier. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to make a new track, stereo track, and then I'm going to apply the noise reduction that we already... Oh, apparently we lost the noise profile. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, because I closed it. I closed it to get the my headphones working. Okay. Noise reduction, go. Okay. Now let's have a listen.
Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here.
Okay, those three are fine. Now let's see if I can match that up. That's this bit here, right?
Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Porrick, Marnie. Kaylee arrives with Charles. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here.
The tone is definitely different. There's a distinct I've had to insert this line difference here.
Everyone plants flowers in the garden.
I can hear it. I can absolutely hear it.
Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here.
That one might do.
Kaylee arrives with Charles.
It's just the tone.
Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here.
Not my tone of voice, but the tone of the sound sounds different. And I'm not sure why.
Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here.
Alright, I might take this one. So easier if I do it this way. Okay, 350. And then at the start. Okay, and then copy this. And what am I replacing? This bit from here to here. Unmute it so I can see what I'm doing better. From here to here. Okay, and paste. Okay, it's a little bit slower. That's okay. Mute. All right, see what this sounds like.
Kaylee arrives with Charles. Porrick, Marnie, and Zeron are also here. Everyone plants flowers.
Yeah, I can hear the difference between the tones. Okay, what I'm going to do is undo and then paste again. And then I'm just going to...
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
I'm just going to treble it a little.
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here. Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
Oh, I don't like that.
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
It was that in the...
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
Oh, did I not notice that?
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
No, it's not there. So why is it here?
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
It's not.
Here.
That's super weird.
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
Undo, paste.
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here. Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
Oh, it's a different track. it's on the... It's noise on the other track, not in this bit. It's on this bit of the other track. Okay. Soul Search, excellent job heisting. Okay, so paste.
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
All right, but you can hear the difference between the two takes. This is take number 1. This is the original take.
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
And then this is take number 2.
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
Very different tone of voice. And just the tone of the sound, because I'm sitting in a different spot, I'm facing a slightly different direction, the mic's picking me up a bit differently, everything's not identical. So trying to get a pickup to sound exactly the same is a little not possible. All right, I'm just going to raise it 0.2 of a semitone.
Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here.
That sounds fine. Let me do that. Okay, so I've just raised it 0.2 of a semitone.
Kaylee arrives with Charles. Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here. Everyone plants flowers in the garden.
Okay, that will do. Sure. Delete. Fine. It's fine. It's made an amazing difference also. It's not meant to be that much of a difference. I'm not sure why it's working for you, but I'm glad that it is.
Kaylee arrives with Charles. Porrick, Marnie and Zeron are also here. Everyone plants flowers in the garden.
All right, well, I don't need a full second here. What do I want? About 700? Tops. All right, delete all of this.
Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over Talus, but promises to try.
That was sort of going on at the same time, so maybe that should be less of a break. Can I grab 100 from here and put it into here? So there's a bit more of a gap.
Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over Talus.
Oh, that's noticeable. Try it further away.
Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over...
Ooh.
Zista.
Oh, I can try it here instead.
Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over Talus, but promises to try.
That's better.
Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over Talus, but promises to try. Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over Talus, but promises to try.
Okay, and then the gap here. 3.9, that's probably a bit much. That's definitely a bit much. 300's probably much as I really want. Here, and I can always back in later, I guess. Cut.
Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over Talus, but promises to try.
Alright, and then 700 is sort of the most I want here, and that's probably going to come down anyway. This has taken over an hour so far.
A strange she appears. Arya seems dazed and confused. Sister quickly drags her off, then dumps her on Porrick. A strange she appears. A strange she appears. A strange she appears. A strange she appears. A strange she appears.
Sure is soul search.
A strange she appears.
Can I just get rid of that? Pretty sure I can.
A strange she appears. Arya seems dazed and confused. Sister quickly.
Alright, I'm gonna drop this in amplitude as well. Here-ish probably. Looks good. Amplify. -2. Go.
A strange she appears. Arya seems dazed and confused. Sister quickly drags her off, then dumps her on Porrick. Arya seems dazed and confused. A strange she appears. Arya seems dazed and confused.
Yeah, maybe I don't want that much space.
A strange she appears. Arya seems dazed and confused. Sister quickly.
It sounds like I've pasted that together, but I really haven't.
A strange she appears. Arya seems dazed and confused. Sister quickly drags her off, then dumps her on Porrick.
Alright, and this is... that's probably too much as well. This will be more like about... yeah, probably about there. About 450.
A slewer and an eye-bound puka, who Patches knows as Bea, arrive next. She's a namer and can see many things even without looking.
Alright, and then about 7.
After the maypole dance, Sophia toasts the season over dinner. She sends the guests on a scavenger hunt for dinner. For dinner. For dinner. For dinner. Dinner. She sends the guests on a scavenger hunt for bonfire logs. Charles dives right in.
That could possibly use a little more time, but I'll see how we're going.
Right in.
That just dives right out. So about there. And here. And delete.
Zeron is smitten by Kaylee. Braum encourages love. Charles takes charge and
I want this to be about, yeah, 400.
Charles takes charge and leads Sophia towards the huts.
And that's about 400.
Duke Granville slides into the party and Patches. Sorry, that was the end of that sentence.
Excellent. All right, now I want about a full. I'm going to want a full second here for cue laughter.
Can Sophia survive Beltane?
That's 600, which is a bit fast.
Is Braum too tied up to look for P Diamond?
But it looks like the timing is about right.
And can Sir Zeron find Twu Wov? Find out on Changeling. Now.
Oh, hey.
And can Sir Zeron find Twu Wov? Find out on Changeling. Now.
Hey! All right, so it's matching up nearly with the end of the track, which is great. Okay. All right, let's see how this goes. Save.
Last time on Changeling. It's Beltane, and Incisor is eager for the fuckpocalypse to begin. Braum suggests Scythe make herself scarce. Sophia has planned a party, hired a band, and invited everyone she knows except Talus and Kenwyn. Patches has set up a maypole, a stage, and several smut huts which creak suggestively. Braum asks Kyoko on a date. Kaylee arrives with Charles. Porrick, Marty, and Zeron are also here. Everyone plants flowers in the garden. Patches checks on Zista. He's still grieving over Talus, but promises to try. A strange she appears. Arya seems dazed and confused. Sister quickly drags her off, then dumps her on Porrick. A slewer and an eye-bound Puka, who Patches knows as Bea, arrive next. She's a namer and can see many things even without looking. After the maypole dance, Sophia toasts the season over dinner. She sends the guests on a scavenger hunt for bonfire logs. Charles dives right in. Zeron is smitten by Kaylee. Braum encourages love. Charles takes charge and leads Sophia towards the huts. Duke Granville slides into the party and Patches. Sorry, that was the end of that sentence. Can Sophia survive Beltane? Is Braum too tied up to look for P Diamond? And can Sir Zeron find Twu Wov? Find out on Changeling. Now.
I love it. Okay, I'm very happy. I'm going to make a couple of slight adjustments. Mostly, I'm going to shift this along a little bit. This is 588 milliseconds. And this is 748 milliseconds. And this is 1.2. I'm quite happy with its soul search. So I'm going to that's all right. That's basically 750. So I want to make this about 750 as well. So I need 2, 1, 590. So I need 140, 160. All right, so 160. Right click, cut, paste. 750, close enough. 7, oh, that's 1000. Yep. All right, this is yeah, close enough. All right, this is that's a full second, which is honestly a little too much. So I'm just gonna grab 250 out of the middle of this and get rid of it. And then I'm gonna drop this back down to well, see, I could leave it there, or I could. I'm just gonna delete that much and then see what it sounds like.
And can Sir Zeron find Twu Wov? Find out on Changeling. Now.
Okay, I think I want to give it a little bit more of a gap.
And can Cesaron find true love? Find out on Changeling. Now.
Yeah, I'm happy with. You will, because I'm basically finished Soul Search. I am Dunskies. I didn't notice anything going astray. Need to tie off here. Oh, leave second. Okay, so I want to start the selection at 19. And then, all right, so it's a minute 19. All right, and then solo that and then unmute that so that only these are exist. Okay, and I can't save the project right now. Why? Because I haven't made any changes to it. It's weird. Okay, I want to save other, export selected audio. I've selected the top 2 tracks. And then I export as the name of the track .m4a is what it's defaulting to because that's what I saved it to last time. I'm loading my metadata template. Use track 29. Changeling episode 29. Backing music. Cover of this song that Amber can't recognize. All right. Did you notice something, Soul Search? Oh yeah, no, I definitely wasn't going to say it. Soul Search, you may have I don't think you've noticed. You didn't get a confirmation message when you went to try and pillage. All right, I can close new score. Okay. What was the Fog of Love? Reading artists, me, that guy. Year 2018. Producer, me. Media created right now. Promotion code rpgclinic.com. Composer, that guy. Initial key is E flat. 8th minute is 90. There is a maximum amount you may pillage with, and you were over the maximum. Unfortunately, I cannot set that as a error message. I can't do an error message for that. It won't let me do that. I can set a max amount, but it won't let me tell you that it's over that much. That's one very slow way of finding it, Soul Search. Maybe you could try some larger differences. Okay, and I have saved the file. The next step is to email the file to John, which I should delete that and delete that and delete that, and then save the track again. I don't need the raw files when I've finished producing it. The next step is to send the file to John, but I can't do that while I'm streaming because it kills the stream. And last week I forgot to do it until I got an email from John 5 minutes before the show started, and I had to frantically get out of bed and turn on my computer and email it to John. It was pretty embarrassing. So I'm going to finish the stream here. I will switch back to Facecam. Soul Search, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for your continued support with my endeavors. Please get some sleep soon, or at least please have. I hope you have a great night's sleep. I'm going to other people who have been watching. Thank you. If you've been watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, and you can follow me at CaptDaf on Twitch and Twitter to get notifications of when my streams go live next. The next one will be tomorrow morning after not Changeling. So there is no Changeling tomorrow. Hey, Soul Search, you got one to work. There is no Changeling tomorrow because John is in transit. Instead, Kate, I nearly said Kate John. Kate, Scooter, and Liz's will be having a table talk while the GM is out of the room session. Who knows what shenanigans they will be getting up to. After that's finished, I'll be continuing with Divinity Original Sin, and I can't remember what I was up to, so that will be a thing. We'll all find out together tomorrow after not Changeling. All right. Thank you for being here, Soul Search. I'll stick around online at least until your pillage result comes back. Good luck with your final pillage. Everybody else, I will see you again next time. Until then, drive fast and take chances. Bye.